Today's episode is brought to you by Postmates. It's your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever you can think of delivery service all year round. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice when they bring things to you and you don't even have to leave your house.
So much delivery.
Oh, so little time. Also, today we're brought to you by Calm. Calm is the app for you if you're like me and you just want to chill. I have been using this thing like crazy. I use it all the time, Crendor. You have no clue.
It is pretty neat.
It's pretty great. We will talk about that later as well. Hello, everybody. It's time for GOES to IKEA.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Greenland in the morning. Hello, everybody. It's time for the exciting episode of GOES to Crendor in the morning.
Exciting? Maybe. Very exciting? No. Entertaining? Could be.
At least you're self-regulating expectations. You're correcting it, balancing it out. I like that.
You gotta correct it every once in a while.
Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for correcting everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody wants deep thoughts now at the start of this thing.
All right, hit us with a deep thought. I was not prepared for this at all.
Well, I mean, I kind of just gave one, you know? You think about it, it's like it's an exciting episode. It's like,
no, you can't get out of it that easy. You can't just say I said one already.
Well, here's the thing. All right,
Yeah.
people like to use words that over-describe something. Like, dude, that was the best thing ever. Was it, though? Was it really the best thing ever? Or was it just fun? Because it's okay if it was just fun, but the best thing ever? That's like...
Well, I think maybe in the moment, it was like you know, people can be prone to hyperbole. I think that's fine.
I don't know about that.
Like,
I mean,
oh my God, that was the best.
Yeah,
It might
but
not have been the best, but like you like it.
yeah, but it's like, no, that was the best. But then, like, every week you got something that's the best.
Maybe it's the best that week. They don't say it's the best of. It's like if you ever go to a website and you want to see the most popular videos, and you're like, most popular video all time, this week, this month, right?
All right.
If I say something's the best, then I could mean maybe it's the best today.
That's true. I can appreciate that, but when if they're gonna say like this is the best thing ever, then then you're starting to push it.
Well, maybe it is the best thing ever. How do you know their life? How do you know? Maybe it's not your best thing ever. Maybe it's their best thing ever.
Well, that's a pretty low scale.
Well, maybe some people are very low on that scale.
All right. I mean, to each their own. But
Yeah, see? Maybe that's the real deep thought, to each their own.
or maybe people just gotta learn more words.
Maybe. You're
Yeah.
right.
I
You
think
could
people
be
just
very
gotta
right.
learn more words. Just get that app that shows you a new word every day.
Yeah, just think of other words besides best.
The problem is whenever I get that app, it's like today's word is buglargurden. And I'm like, I'm not gonna use this.
You could. Like, man, this is a whole bunch of Blagargavin.
Yeah, but I'm gonna forget it. But I guess if you try to what you gotta do is you gotta implement it. You gotta take that word and be like, you know what, I'm gonna use it today. That's what you gotta do.
Blagargavin.
Buglargurden. Yours.
Blargagan Ga. Oh my God. Well, there's Ballygarvan Ga.
Oh.
Ballygarvan Ga is a Gaelic athletic association based in County Cork, Ireland.
What?
That's where my family's from.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's really weird. The fact that I would say Blagargavin and then we'd lead you back to your heritage.
You know what? If anyone was going to say Blagargavin, it'd be someone from my family. One of my ancestors definitely was like, Blagargavin, me boy. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so weird. That's a call to the past.
Mm-hmm. Everything's connected, man. We're all connected,
Oh my God.
intertwined throughout reality, man.
So I've got I was thinking about these nostalgic moments that I have and how a lot of them
for what?
aren't
Wait,
even...
whoa. Time out. Before you say I was thinking about nostalgic moments, give us one nostalgic moment. What is to you
I was gonna say one.
a nostalgic moment?
So I have one memory and it's not even a detailed memory. I think that's what gets me is none of these are big long story memories or anything. It's just I remember walking home from school. It was high school, and I was walking home to play WoW, and I just walked past this yard, and it was just like a bunch of trees with like the sun shining through them. And that was it.
But I don't know if that's the right definition.
But I always
It
call
sounds
back
like you
on
just
that
had a
moment.
memory.
Yeah, but why that specific memory? Was I just like,
Because
oh,
it's probably
that's
a
nice.
beautiful thing. It was like a peaceful, beautiful moment in your life.
But would that be considered nostalgic?
That's a great... The definition of nostalgia, I always thought was like thinking back... I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah.
No,
So,
now you make me look up the actual definition.
It's just calling back
Sentimental
on
longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. So I get it. I think you're being very specific, right? I think nostalgia I always felt was more of a vibe than it was a specific moment. Because you're like, I was walking home and I saw this thing. It was beautiful. I think when you think of nostalgia, people think of, for example, sitting at home playing Nintendo, making I don't know, cheesy pizza bites, and mom or dad coming home from work and you just like hanging out with friends in the basement, like that kind of nostalgia. Or when people think back to like the 50s and like, man, I remember the good old days of when everything was hoity-toity and hootsy-tootsy and the world was a simpler place. And it's I think the general idea is nostalgia is all made up in your head because it's the best moments you remember of a time, but it's all like, unachievable.
Yeah.
The feeling you had about the story is what I think the nostalgia is, where you were just like, man, I remember that time, and like I was going home to play WoW after school, and we probably had literally nothing to do.
That's
You were
true.
just walking around, being a silly goose, just looking at the trees and the light, and you're like, man, that's beautiful. But you probably Crendored it, and you were like, those trees are efficiently shading me from that light, or whatever you would have said. And then you went home and played WoW. Yeah.
Well, that's like how we talked about last week with smells, right? I get that with retail stores, like Office Max.
Office Max always smells like mildew to me.
Well, I've been to
Office Max always smells terrible.
Here's the thing. I've been to 2 Office Max that smell awful, and I never went back. I went to one Office Max that was okay, and then this one Office Max that just had like the best paper office smells and like just office supply smells. I think I just relate it to organization. And so I smelled that, and I'm like, oh my God, organized.
I have that. It's not with Office Max, but I have the same smell, sort of like, oh, I'm ready. Pinkberry. Pinkberry smells like a swimming pool. Every Pinkberry smells like a swimming pool, and I don't know why. They clearly aren't using chlorine. I hope not. I don't know what the smell is, but it smells very hygienically clean. I don't know what the word is. And so every time I go in one, for some reason, I'm like, this smell really makes me want yogurt. I don't know why, but the smell gets me, and I'm like, yep, I am. You know what? I will have a sample of that new speculoos flavor. By the way, they have a speculoos flavor now. Shout out to Pinkberry. You're changing lives.
Well, they they pump stores full of smells.
That's so I'm trying to figure out what the smell that they're trying to go for. Like maybe they're trying to make you think it's super clean in there, but I've never known pools to be super clean. But for some reason I associate that smell maybe because of chlorine, and it's used to like clean up pee water. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a bleach chlorine. Wait, I don't even think you can mix
Maybe it is
bleach
bleach.
and chlorine.
Maybe it is like a bleachy smell. I don't know. Like it has a very almost like you've gone into a hospital that serves soft serve.
Yeah, because I know that too. When
Does the world think the same thing?
No, there's nothing on it. Pinkberry swimming pool. There's nothing.
Pinkberry smell. Pinkberry smell. Pinkberry smells. I see a lot of those.
I don't see
Maybe
anything.
why does Pinkberry smell?
Why do Pinkberry?
Oh! Did you see the Reddit question?
Yes. Ask why do Pinkberry stores have an awful bleach toilet smell to them?
My favorite answer is Lauren.
Is this Lauren?
Mind you, no one is answering this.
Yeah, nobody.
No one's answering this.
Nobody knows.
People are like, "What is Pinkberry?" And some guys frozen yogurt chain, and the only actual reply is Lauren. This may be an unanswerable question. But everyone knows it, right?
Yeah. Does anyone work there or did work there that know? We need to know.
I should just go into one and be like, why does it smell though? Maybe that's my assignment for next time. Just to go ask.
Be like, yeah, why does it smell like that in here? Just kinda,
It doesn't offend me in any way, but I just am like, well, I know what that smell is.
Yeah.
Time to go and eat yogurt.
It's like how Abercrombie smells like I always said, it smells like spring and teenagers. But that's what they're going for. They're trying to bring the teenagers in to buy their spring clothes.
Oh, man, I wonder if people in stores use pheromones.
Oh, probably.
Right? Because for people who don't know, a while ago on the internet, shiesty dudes were like, yeah, fellas, if you want to attract women, spray on pheromones. Don't spray on cologne. Cologne covers up your natural scent. Spray pheromones on and the women will come a-running. I think was a big scam people tried to do. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can just spray pheromones on you. I think it has to be like a natural thing. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the concept of just being attracted to a thing, that has to be distilled by science into getting people to, because when you see green, the thing you associate it with immediately is health.
Yeah.
Right? Like everyone associates green with health, and red draws your attention, and it usually means be aware of something, which is why we're all like, everyone is very focused on red. Yeah, stop signs. That's why people say that red cars get pulled over more than other cars, because not only do people who like to go fast and like to show off drive red cars more, but police notice the red cars more as well, right?
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where every color has a different thing associated to it. And clearly sound is the same way, and touch is the same. And I'm very curious if smell works that way too. And there's just people out there who are like, yes, well now, a great example of touch, the Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell.
What?
There's a fascinating, it might have been a documentary, I don't remember where I saw this, but it was the scientists making the taco shell. And they were like, okay, here's a Dorito, here's a taco shell. How do we make the taco shell like a Dorito? And so the first thing they did, of course, was just take Doritos and form them into a taco shell, which immediately was gross. It melted, it fell apart. It's like, okay, it needs to not only have the taste of a Dorito, but it also has to have the ability to hold the meat and cheese or whatever. So then they had to recreate it, and they had to make it stronger and sturdier. And then they're like, okay, well, it kind of tastes like it, but we need it to look like it. How do we make it look like a Dorito? So then they had to go and remake the dust, the Cheetos dust, or whatever, the Doritos dust. And then, so it's all scientifically made to make that damn taco kind of maybe like a Dorito. It's not even. If you ever have tried one of those, it's not really like it, but it's as close as science could get. That's how crazy this stuff is when you think about it.
That is some crazy shit. It's everything you get see at a store or whatever. Usually it's all thought out. I know Disneyland sprays smells.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even just Cat. Cat, he was going crazy. We bought him a pheromone collar, and he calmed down because Toaster Woman's mom was visiting, and she has a cat, and so he smelled her cat, so he was freaking out. But we bought him the pheromone collar, and then it calmed him down 80%.
It's science, man. I wish I had paid attention more.
Science is pretty cool for people to understand it.
Yeah. I like that I'm at that level of I get enough to know that I don't understand science.
Yeah. That's how I'm about math.
I think that's real intelligence. I think real intelligence is knowing how much of an idiot you actually are. If you're one of those people who's I know everything, I don't need, I can go on the internet and find out whatever I want. You're an idiot. Everyone knows you're an idiot. We just don't want to have to tell you anymore.
We're also at a point where there's too much information. There wasn't enough information. Then there was a good amount, and now we're hitting overload. Or that's the point where somebody will be I read a study about this thing, and if you go look at the study they read, it's we tested 10 rats on if they ate apples if it got rid of their pneumonia, and it did. So eat an apple, get rid of pneumonia, and they'll just be guys, did you know apples cure pneumonia? I've made an apple drink and I shoved it up my ass for an enema. It's all right.
And that's one of the crazy things is that studies, you have to look who funded the study too as well. Because sometimes you'll see, this is one of my favorite things, it's drinking more than 2 cups of coffee a day can lead to cancer. And then you'll see another study that's drinking 4 cups of coffee can lead to better health. And you're just wait, what? Time out. What? How's that possible? And then you'll see one's funded by the T Group, and another one's funded by Folgers, and you're like, oh, I see, right? No, you just have to look where the money is. That's what's so funny about most studies is that all the people doing the studies, you don't necessarily have to be a scientist to do a study.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we could do a study.
We could do a study. You just have to have a sample population and then like write up a paper.
Yeah.
Right? I did studies when I was in grad school. We did studies all the time, and I would get results, and I'd take surveys, and it doesn't mean it was like the method I used was scientific, but it doesn't mean what I did was like legit science. It was Jesse trying to get an A. That's what it was.
It's one of those things where like I'm sure most of these studies aren't even done by like qualified people, or a lot of them get paid for it. I think that's what it was. A lot of them just make money for doing studies, so they do a lot of them.
You should trust the studies that are in like a scientific journal. If it's in like the Journal of Medicine, like an actual real scientific study, then yeah, that's probably fascinating read. We won't understand a word of what's in it. We'll be like, I can probably trust those results, and they probably can be replicated in a lab setting where like you can prove it again and again and again and again. But most of the studies we get are like, do you know, if you cut up an apple and stick the seeds in your butthole, 9 out of 10 people will experience better digestion.
On science.blogspot.com.
Yeah. Like, wait, what? Why? Give me reasons. Like, well, I tested it on 2 of my friends.
And then 8 people said they did it.
Yeah. It was fine.
Yeah. It's I don't trust any of those things. I just do what I want to do, and I'm like, well, whatever happens, happens. I got no organs. I got no digestion.
You are basically a half robot. You're half cyborg.
I am. Once I get my robot parts, I'm gonna be good to go. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
You will be pumped. You'll be filled with pumps. You're right.
It's gonna be good. I can join the androids in the Great War.
You know what? I'm willing to be a pet in that war. I would join their side. I have no problem doing that.
Dude, that's what we forgot. It's always been about the humans and the AI. What about the hybrids?
Well, see, here's what I'm thinking. We'll have hybrids and cyborgs way before we have, like, AI that's going to kill us.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once we figure out a way to create robots that look like people, we'll figure out a way to make those robot parts work with people. Because all we are at the end of the day is flesh machines, right? So if you can have, like, a thing that moves, because we already have arms and stuff where you use your brain to move them, which is fascinating. Watch those videos. Oh, my God. We have glasses that can make people see color. We have hearing aids for babies. We're getting there, y'all. Science is cool. I don't understand a damn bit of it, but science is cool.
Yeah. I don't get how they do anything. I mean, even just my surgery. Like, when I got my gallbladder out, I know when my grandma got it out in like the 70s, they had to like cut her open and take it out. Now it's just like they have the super robot machine that like just does like a little like bloop, and then they like pull it out, and they're just like, yep, you're good.
That's why when people were making fun of the video of like, man, they're operating on a grape, I was like, you dummies, that's the coolest thing in the world. Yeah, they're operating on a grape because that grape is like your skin.
Yeah.
Like them peeling eyeballs and like doing...
That's a grape, though. It's a food item.
It's literally them peeling the skin off a grape to show you, like, we didn't damage the grape. That's how good they can get. That's like when they did that surgery on a fly, and people were like, why they do surgery on a fly? Literally, the fly, it doesn't matter. The fly was just an example of how small they could get.
Yeah.
And I get people think it's funny, but, like, at the end of the day, after we laugh a little bit, it's like, oh, they put sunglasses on a fly. That's like... That's amazing.
Listen,
that's
that
amazing what we can do.
Until you need an organ removed, and you're like, I don't want to be cut open. And then they're like, well, we can do it because we did it on a grape. And you're like, oh my God, this is a miracle.
Yeah, that'll stop you from whining.
That's pretty neat. I like science.
Can I tell you something?
Okay.
We buried the lead on this episode real quick.
Yeah.
I have an important announcement.
Okay.
I went to IKEA for the first time.
Oh my God. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Is that how they did the claps? I cannot believe that.
I don't know. I'm far too old to... Oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe like that?
It might be the clap, but after like, oh, right. Oh my...
No, you're doing it before. That's me. Oh my God.
I don't
that.
care. All right. Dude, tell me.
Yeah, so it went to the Carson, California IKEA, which I don't know the difference between it and other IKEAs.
All right.
But it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yep.
I've never been into a store that was designed to be a maze.
I'm telling you, there's a new
I didn't know.
every few steps.
When you told me, you're like, I go to IKEA and I walk through all the different rooms and I do this thing, and I was like, what? How can he spend so much time there? How can he? I now understand. First off, I was told this was a small IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told it wasn't one of the bigger ones.
Right.
It's a genuine maze. So you walk in, and to your right is this like receiving area, and it also leads to a restaurant, or whatever it is. And then you go left and you take an escalator up like 3 escalators worth of stairs, and then you go into this main thing that is literally just living rooms. Like micro living rooms, and there's a path. And you follow the path through, and I assume you can buy everything. Yes. There's even signs that are like, make this your living room for $700, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe this. It's like you're trapped in a labyrinth of furniture.
That's how they get you.
It is terrifying. After a while, I was like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on in here. All I want to do was try and find like a desk, and I don't know what the hell. It was insane. It was insane.
That's what it's all about.
So I started walking through, and I start running into the same families I ran into earlier. So now I think I'm in a loop, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was literally a labyrinth. I was waiting for the Minotaur to show up. It was crazy. And then eventually you get to the end, and it's like, all right, take these stairs down. So I took the stairs down. Another labyrinth. This time going back the other way, and I got through the housing stuff, and now I'm in like bathrooms and children's rooms. And I finally found the weird toys that we were looking at that one day.
Oh, yeah.
And light fixtures and plumbing stuff and baking and cooking. And I'm walking through, again, lost completely. There was an arrow that said exit. I followed it. It took me all the way back around to where I was. Didn't know what the hell was going on. Finally, managed to, got the stuff that we were looking for, went downstairs, saw this giant warehouse. And I was like, what the hell is this? And the guy there was like, yeah, so I look up what you need, and then you go get it, and then you go check out. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. So you go get it. There's just pallets of boxes and shelves and all. And so I guess you had to, the desk was 2 separate boxes in 2 separate locations. So I had to go to 2 separate locations, get the boxes, put them on this pallet, go to the checkout now another 50 minutes of sitting this maze of a checkout waiting for people to get out. It was insane. On the other end of the checkout, mind you, is the cafeteria area, and all I smell is delicious food. And I'm just sitting there just like, this sucks. This is the worst. This is terrible. So, finally get through all this stuff, go out to the car. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Got through all this stuff, had to go to a shipping counter because we were like, okay, what would it cost to ship this?
Right.
$59 is what it would cost. I was like, nah, to hell with that. It's just one thing. Take it out to the car. Try to get into the car. Does not fit. It's too wide for the car. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, all right, what if I open up this one side and fold it back down? Because it was like a curved desk. Right. So clearly you don't need the full square, right? Because you can fold down a little bit and you just fit it in. Open it up, try to get it in, still wouldn't close. The door still wouldn't close. I was like, fine. So we take it back. I'm like, we can just ship it. We go back inside. We go to ship it. And they're like, sorry, sir, we can't ship it. You opened it. I'm like, what? Okay, what do I have to do? They're like, all right, take it back to the returns counter. At the returns counter, tell them what's up. They'll give you a coupon. You go back, you get another one, completely boxed. Bring it to us. We'll ship it. And I almost cried. I was literally what I would have had to have done, mind you, take it to the returns, then go back through the labyrinth all the way down to that bottom floor, then wait in the line again for another 50 minutes to get back just for the glory of paying them another $59. I was like, no, I'm good.
So
I'll just take my refund and go. It was bad. So I left with no desk and 4 hours of time wasted.
Nice, dude. That's the IKEA experience.
It was too much for me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with like a home furnishing or like one of those Ashley's home stores. That's just like a box, and you walk in and everything's just there on one floor, and you're like, all right, I'm in, I'm out, let's go.
Well, the thing with IKEA is you got to know what you want, and you got to know if it's worth getting it there. Like, there's some things that I would not buy from IKEA, and there's some things where I've like bought it and be like, okay. Like, I bought my couch from IKEA years ago, but I don't think I would buy another couch from IKEA.
Yeah, none of the couches there looked like they were really comfortable couches.
Like, I guess pretty good.
I mean, like if you live in Norway and you're used to snow and bears, probably it's a very comfortable couch.
Right.
If you're in Sweden and everyone there is like a gorgeous blonde person that just lays on vanity seats and doesn't actually need couches, then probably a comfortable couch.
Yeah.
But if you're like a fat American, you look at that couch and you're like, that isn't even padding. My ass will fall through that shit. Yeah.
It's like the desk I got here is, I used to have my IKEA desk, but then it started falling apart, so I just went and bought like a quality desk. So I mean, like, you know, things you buy at IKEA, they're not the highest quality, but they're cheap, and you know, you just put it together, and then you're like, hey. But some things you're like, you know what? I sit here all day. I might as well just get a good desk. So I did. It
was an event, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was not pleased
but
with anything that happened.
You can see
I was like, oh,
how fun it is to just walk through there.
You know what? If I wasn't looking for something and had time to just like goof off and look around, I'd probably enjoy it, because I went through a lot of rooms. I was like, oh, that's a lovely tchotchke, whatever that is. I would love one of those.
Yeah. Like,
but I moved on quickly.
There's one game I played where when my friend Nick was visiting, we just sat in the room and we were like, how long will it take for somebody to come into this room? Because most people, they walk by, they see you in it, and they're like, oh, that room's taken. They keep walking. And it took 20 minutes until this old Polish couple came in and did not care who was in it because they were going to look at it. And he's just like, very nice, very nice, very nice.
I wonder if you could step it up a little bit and both lay in a bed in one of those rooms.
Yeah.
And then see how long it takes for someone to come in, and if they do come in, if they leave.
Yes.
Because that would have been the step up. If you were just laying there and you're just like, man, this bed's really comfortable. Yeah, I like laying next to you on this bed. I wonder if the old Polish couple still like come in and been
probably.
Like, yes, if it's good for them, it's good for us. Yes.
Look at these young people. Look at them laying in bed. It's just like me. I am young. I'm spry.
I lay in bed with you boys.
They'd probably join you. Like,
yeah.
All right, time to go.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, get on in here, old man. Let's do this.
Oh, very nice.
Is this a 3-person bed? Let's find out. Get in here.
So there you go. That's the IKEA experience. I'm glad you finally experienced it.
It was a stressful moment in my life. I was a little stressed out. But speaking of stress, you can fight everyday stress with the power of calm.
Oh.
That's right. A new year brings a new opportunity to reset and establish new habits for your happiest, healthiest self. Join a gym, eating better maybe, you know the drill, the usual stuff, whatever. But the most important thing about your health isn't physical, it's mental.
Mental health can weigh you down. I know it because you actually get worse digestive systems when you like worry about them. You
got to learn to just take it down a notch. Just take everything down a notch.
Down.
And that's what I've done the last year and a half, is I've just taken everything and turned the switch down from 11 to 4. And I'm real chill about stuff now. And it feels good. I'm not going to lie. And Calm is totally helping me with that process. It is the #1 app to help you sleep, meditate, and relax. I use it frequently, at least once a day, because they have a 10-minute sort of get good with yourself calm thing. The last one I did, oh man, it was on not just being aware of yourself, but being aware of like your place in other people's lives and how you treat other people on a day-to-day basis. And it was nice, because usually what it is, every one of the sort of daily things is the very nice young lady comes on. She's like, today we're going to talk about whatever it is that you talk about. And then you have it's like a 10-minute thing where the first 8 or so minutes are her just like, hey, let go. Just let gravity hold your butt down, sit in a chair, close your eyes, and just breathe and feel your breaths. And like, then she pieces out, and then it's just like waves in the background or whatever. And then you just breathe and you feel your breaths, and it sounds crazy. It is super, super comforting and effective. And then she goes back on, she like just talks to you for a little bit, and she's like, hey, today we're gonna be a better you. And then poof, you're done. And it's super, super effective. I don't know how to describe it other than like, I'll start the day super tired, and by the time I'm done with that 10 minutes, I'm like ready to go. And it sounds crazy because it makes it seem like you want to sleep, but you don't, because you're sitting there just like deep breath, your oxygen's like making your body like, yeah, let's do this. It's great.
Yeah.
And at night, they have sleep stories.
Dude, one of them's Matthew McConaughey. And he's like...
Matthew McConaughey is amazing.
He's like, today we're going to be reading bad things. And I listened to it.
Bob Ross is on there too, which is the #1 OG get you to sleep guy. There's music, breathing exercise, stretches,
The
help you
music's
relax
good.
your
I
body.
listened to some of that music.
Yeah, it's real chill. I'm telling you, you should check this out. It really will help. Go to calm, calm.com/Cox to get 25% off your premium subscription. 25% off on Calm premium subscription at calm.com/Cox. That's calm.com/Cox. Get it today. Give yourself a happy and healthy 2019.
Calm.com/Cox.
It won't be that creepy, I promise you. Hey, also, while you're sitting there getting chill with life, why not, before you do that, go on Postmates, order yourself some breakfast or something, call it in. Oh my God, get some wine for yourself.
Ooh.
Maybe it's 4 p.m. and you're like, you know what? I could use some red. Or maybe it's late and you're like, sushi. I could go for some sushi. You wake up early, breakfast burrito. Whatever, it's all Postmates, yo. Food delivery from the grocery store, you can do that too. No more trips to the store. You don't even need to know where the store you want to go to is. Postmates will just deliver that to you. Download the app on iOS or Android. It's totally free. They've got local restaurants and businesses and all sorts of things that are going to help track your delivery. Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing. They operate 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you anything you want within an hour.
Ooh.
It's amazing. If you're craving something, Postmates can deliver. They have the largest on-demand network of anything. Like I was saying, they have 25,000 partner merchants. You can get, I'm just going to go right now. I'm going to Postmates right now.
Okay.
I'm going to type in the craziest thing I can think. Post.
Dude,
Mates.
I can get them to bring me coffee.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but let's try to get more creative.
Like coffee.
So I went up to the top and I typed in boxes. And in 35 to 50 minutes, I can get orders from the Container Store.
Oh my God.
Boxes, hangers, a shoe box for a single set of shoes. I can get waste baskets by Umbra. I can get a desktop calendar. I can get a walnut 3-tier grippy shoe rack. I can literally get sporks. I can get sporks. I can get something called a rabbit bottle stopper.
Cold
I can get paper straws. I can go get laundry stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of things you can do that aren't just food. It's phenomenal. Postmates is great. And right now, for a limited time, Postmates is going to give our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, think about
That's
that.
a good deal.
To start your free deliveries, download the app right now and use code Crendor. That is $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. That's a good deal right there.
That's good. That's leaving your house, not leaving your house. But
Yeah.
you just get the food and it's practically like you just went out and got it.
Yes. So get anything you need, anytime you need it. Download Postmates and save with code Crendor.
If you need something, you got to get it now. Go to postmates.com, Crendor.
That was actually really good. That was I almost heard the music behind it. I was very impressed. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm getting better.
You surprisingly, yes. All right, well, let's go to Chopping Up South of Crendor. What did I just say? With Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Hey, it's me in the traffic copter. Here I am. Hey, how's it going right now? Like I said, we're getting into the end of January, and it is cold. I think here it's like 6 degrees outside right now, so that's pretty fun. We just got a lot of snow the other day, but the East Coast is getting even more snow than we did, and then the Northeast is like super snow or something. They got ice, they got whatever. See, people always complain about the Midwest, but honestly, the Northeast gets it a lot worse than we do. We just get like, here and there, but they're just like, yep, another 20 inches of snow up here, and I'm like, oh my god, glad I don't live there. So yeah, it's not too bad, but everybody just kind of driving normally, driving slow to watch out for the ice, driving, a little bit sad. Maybe they should just stay inside, get some Postmates, or, listen to their call map, calm down, you know what I'm saying? This is a double promotion from the Chopper Copter, back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. That was a solid double promotion. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. How's that weather? We actually got some of that, too.
Wow, weather desk. I already did some weather. Let's kick it over to Whoppy. Whoppy.
Weather 7, 4, 8, 7, 4. No items to display. Letters K, A, L, A, M. Kalam, Chari Bagurimi Chad.
Yeah?
Kalam Chad, 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 69 degrees Fahrenheit. High, low, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Monday, 100 degrees. Monday night, 66 degrees. Tuesday, 101 degrees.
Whoppy's a little crazy out there. Hold on.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Chad, first off, if you are looking at Chad, it's probably nighttime.
Of course,
there, which
it's
is why
69 degrees in Chad.
And everything else is 100 because it's probably daytime. We're at nighttime, right?
Wait, what? No, Chad. It's like
the Chad temperature is 69 degrees. It can't just let tomorrow be.
Yeah,
because Chad is right in the middle of Africa, and so it's nighttime there. One would imagine, which is why it's 69 degrees, and why tomorrow it's gonna be 100 something, right?
Yeah, it's like right in the center of Africa, actually. And then this is Kalam specifically. So.
Oh, I don't know where Kalam is in Chad.
It's south of Kundul.
South of Kundul,
yeah,
of course.
You might have. And there's Bull. I know there's an NBA or a college NBA dude named Bull. Maybe he's from Bull.
A city's so nice they named him twice.
He's like 7'2". He's a giant guy.
Kalam. I am literally trying to. I'm on Wikipedia right now.
It's like southwest of Chad. So there's like Nigeria, Cameroon.
What do you mean it's south? Oh, it's in the southwest of Chad.
Yeah. So it's actually pretty close to Nigeria.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sort of like in the west then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the west. Oh my god! I just zoomed out on the map and I just realized how big Greenland is. Wow.
Did they get you? Did they get you with the promotions? Wow, it worked on you.
But okay.
It worked on you though.
What?
I think that's great that Greenland is so big and has no one lives there, and Iceland is basically small and like people actually live there.
Yeah, well I've heard that a lot. It's like Iceland, why is it Greenland? Greenland's got more ice or whatever. But like Greenland is the size of like Canada, if not.
I mean, not really. It's the size of like maybe Quebec and a little bit of Ontario.
What? Not according to this map.
Greenland is definitely not. Greenland is maybe like the size of the east coast of the United States.
No, it's bigger. Are you looking at this
What map are you?
Dude,
what map are you looking?
Are you looking at this map?
The Google Earth map? The Google Earth map.
Greenland. Images. Okay. Greenland
It is not
Earth map.
Greenland is not the size of all of Canada. It's just a fact. It's just not.
Look how big it is.
Oh my god. All right. Now I got to look at. Where's the link that you have? Send me what you're looking at.
Okay. Hold
you
on.
are clearly deceived. You are clearly deceived.
All right. Here you go. Look at this.
It's just not true. It's just not true.
Look at that.
That is so bullshit. That is incredibly. Greenland's not that big.
That's what I was saying.
That is
but now
incredibly
everywhere I look,
untrue.
It's that big.
That is not. And now you're literally you've gaslit me. Greenland. I'm literally looking this up. Greenland is not that big. It's just not.
How big is Greenland? Is Greenland as big as Africa? Africa is bigger than China, India, the contiguous U.S., most of Europe combined. Look at the usual flat map. But Greenland is nearly as big as Africa.
What? False. This is not
Oh, wait,
true.
it appears on the flat map that it's bigger than Africa. How big is Greenland?
Yeah, but it's not.
Australia is 4 times bigger than Greenland.
There's like there's an effect, and I don't remember what the effect is called, but it's like because of the curvature of the Earth. It's the reason why Antarctica looks so huge, right?
I see.
It's
I see.
big, but the map you're looking at, it is huge. Like the map you're looking at, it is not only bigger than Africa, but it's bigger than the U.S. It's bigger than all of South America. That's just not true.
That's what I'm saying.
It is not.
It's crazy.
It's just what you're looking at is insane.
Well, yeah, if you do, I guess if I scroll down and look at Antarctica, it looks like it's a massive winter wonderland down there.
Yeah.
Really, it's okay. I get it. It's just the flat map that's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like Greenland is big, but it's not that big. Like,
I never knew it was that big.
I couldn't figure out what the hell I'm like looking at the map, totally confused, trying to figure out what you're talking about. And then I see yours, I'm like, this is just insane, is what this is.
Okay.
Here we go. I was looking for it. It's called the Mercator projection.
Mercator projection.
It is a cylindrical map projection presented by the Flemish geographer and cartographer Gerardus Mercator in 1569. It's the standard map projection for nautical navigation because of its ability to represent lines of constant course known as rum lines or loxodromes. Sure.
Rum lines.
Rum lines. Why are all the rum lines gone? Although it did not sound like Jack Sparrow, it sounded like a beetle. Why are all the rum lines gone, John? But basically, the reason why it's deformed in that way is because of the curvature of the Earth. Everything at the top and bottom looks much, much bigger than it actually is because he took a curve and flattened it out.
Okay.
And so a lot of maps that are used for nautical purposes, it looks like stuff at the top and bottom are very, very big, and things in the middle. So, for example, like parts of Africa and South America. That's why, for example, Argentina looks huge. There was actually a post about this on Twitter the other day. Someone was like freaking out about this because the projections, it looks like, oh my God, there's a really good actual, I'm going to send this to you. It's an animated GIF, and I might link this in the video description to show you the difference. So the first thing is the way the map looks, and the second one is it shrinks down to the actual size.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's a lie. The map is a lie.
The map is a lie.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. And Alaska, and then you got the wow. That shrink. Oh, my God.
Yep. Everything makes a lot more sense when you see it that way, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, that does make sense, because everything at the top and bottom is much, much bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, I get it. Except the Earth's flat, man.
Yeah, now let's talk about that now. All right, well, I guess that's weather. So, all right, what is going on in sports?
Wowee, there's some big news in sports. So right now,
boo. Boo!
First up, the AFC Championship game is happening. New England is up on Kansas City right now with 9 minutes to go, 17-14. So it is a close game going on. Hopefully Kansas City pulls it out and we don't have to watch another New England Super Bowl. That'd be great.
I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
And the Rams beat the Saints to advance to the Super Bowl. The Los Angeles Rams taking down the Saints, but there was a controversial penalty call, which it should have been called. It was pretty bad. The Ram guy, like, legit pass interference, decked the Saints wide receiver, and there was no call. And I feel bad for him because the Packers had that happen earlier in the season, and I was like, that sucks. We should have won that game. But this was like to go to the Super Bowl, so it's got to feel even worse. Granted.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Well, granted, Packers own the Saints' first-round draft pick, so we get to pick, 28 instead of 32 with their pick. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take it. But it does suck for the Saints. What are you going to do? Yeah. And then with that, we'll have a Super Bowl matchup set. And then we get a week off, and then the Super Bowl happens in 2 weeks.
Oh, boy.
Oy.
Oh, boy.
And then there's other stuff, but, once football's over, we can get into that. Yeah, that's sports.
All right, what is our big news story of the day?
All right, well, there's 3 news stories people sent to us. First one is woman drinking wine from Pringles can banned from Walmart.
Funny, but I don't know how newsworthy it is, but funny.
Police in Northern Texas say a woman has been banned from local Walmart after she spent several hours driving an electric shopping cart around the store's parking lot while drinking wine from a Pringles can. Let's see. She had been riding the electric cart around the parking lot for about 3 hours. Police eventually found the woman in a nearby restaurant and told her not to return to the store. She was not arrested and her name was not released. Hey.
You know what, mystery woman? Good on you.
She's having a good time.
Good on you. Yeah.
Next up, Florida man who drove Ferrari into water said Jesus told him to.
You know what? I would love to hear his reasoning. I'd love to know.
Man who drove a Ferrari into the intracoastal in Palm Beach in late December told police he did it because Jesus told me to. James Musiasio of Deerfield Beach was approached by a police officer as he was removing items from his Ferrari, which was parked on a public dock. Musiasio told the officer that his friend told him to park upon the dock so he could pick him up by boat. When told he could not park on the dock, Musiasio apologized and went to retrieve his driver's license from the Italian sports car. Wait, when did Jesus tell him to do it?
I'm waiting for Jesus to show up. Where's Jesus?
That's the whole thing. Wait, continue reading. Here we go. I was going to say. Yeah, what?
I was about to say, what?
All right. Let's see. Proceeded to reverse off the dock. Oh, okay. Here we go. Told the officer that his friend told him to park on the dock so he could pick him up by boat. Musiasio proceeded to reverse off the dock, then put the car in drive and accelerated at high speed into the Palm Beach International dash cam video. Wait, what's an inlet? Oh, an inlet. Okay. I thought it was like an abbreviation, like the international inlet.
No.
Musiasio was able to get out of the car before it sunk and was pulled from the water by 2 fishermen. When the officer asked Musiasio why he drove into the inlet, he stated, Jesus told me to drive through a small gate and into a 6-foot window. He also said, Jesus made me the smartest man on earth, and it's so hard to have this much responsibility. And money is going to be irrelevant in 2 days. Remember to smile.
What?
I don't know. He also...
I mean, I guess if you're in jail, money is irrelevant. That's probably true.
He also stated the reason he drove into the inlet is because the officer on the dock was Egyptian and he did not believe in Jesus.
Yeah, I figure some racism would play into this, sure.
Investigation also revealed that the license plate that was attached to the Ferrari belonged to Musiasio's Ford Mustang.
Right. So it's a stolen car as well.
Yeah.
I feel like this story is starting to fall apart.
Yeah, it's starting to get Floridated.
I'm starting to think Jesus had nothing to do with this.
Now, hold on. Don't go that far.
Jesus was his getaway driver. Jesus was like, hey, man, you should change these license
Jesus
plates.
bailed
Like, I don't
on
know,
him.
Jesus. You got to do it, Jesus. Jesus said so. All right, Jesus.
And the final story was man injects 18 doses of semen into arm to cure back pain, ends up in hospital.
I mean, there's nothing in the story I'm going to learn new. I'm going to be real with you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's something where I don't know why you would do it, but...
I don't know what the lesson here is from this story because it's obviously from the get-go the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would he do it? Because he's an idiot. The man is an idiot.
Why not just try it, see what happens?
Here's the crazy thing. It's like 1-2 doses, nah. He's up to an 18-dose need. The man is addicted. He needs it bad.
He's been storing that for a while.
My question is, it's like already in his body. He's already making it.
Yeah.
So why does he need more?
Well, you got to get it in the bloodstream.
I'm just saying, you don't.
Yeah,
It's
you definitely
probably
don't.
not. You probably shouldn't just inject random stuff into your bloodstream. There's your lesson, kids. Don't just do it because
Yeah.
you think it's going to be good.
Don't do that. If you think you're going to do something, don't do it. That's
Don't
the
do
lesson
it. Yeah,
of
if
the
you
day.
think This goes back to the idea of know when you're an idiot. If you think you're smart enough to pull a thing off, you are not. You're a dummy. That's just a fact. That's just a fact.
Yeah. And that's all I got.
All right. Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or however you're enjoying this. I'm going to say excellent podcast.
Yes.
The most excellent.
Most excellent.
Most excellent, Rufus. Crendor, hit up with the socials.
We've got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast if you want to listen to this on YouTube. There's also soundcloud.com/Cox and Crendor. We're on Spotify. Just search Cox and Crendor. iTunes. We're on iTunes, Cox and Crendor. You can go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor if you want to just see the animations of all the funny things we've said animated with talent. You can also follow us on our things. Twitch.tv/JessicaCox, Twitch.tv/Crendor, YouTube.com/JessicaCox, YouTube.com/Crendor, Twitter.com/JessicaCox, Twitter.com/Crendor. Tweet us your food, your things, your stuff, your stories, whatever you want. And share, like, ring the bell, ding ding, papa, mamma mia. And that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you guys next time. To be continued.